go ahead. We arrived at Camp Righteous. Right? Camp Righteous? To find it, as expected, having been overrun. Long ago. Long overrun by undead. It was then completely empty. A few dead here and there, but certainly not all of them. After making sure there was nothing tricky in the camp, we, besides the poor dead guy in the latrine, and the axe and the baby axe beak that was stuck in a corral or something. The team cleared out the dungeon to recover the alchemy jug for Annette, I believe her name was. And I think we had stopped to plan from there. I don't think anything immediately had happened. We got in and out. Was that the last event? Right. Did we have a sense of where that is? Had we? I think. I just mean, like, had we sat down with some maps and figured out some pathways and plans? Because if not, that's probably what Wayne is doing right now. And that amulet is also connected to the Shield Guardian in the diary of the wizard we read. Right. So here's my concern, folks. Wayne says to the group. Without a standing base of operations here, how comfortable does everyone feel sticking here for 2 days while a few of us go up north to handle Yelyark? I'm looking mostly at the guides right now because we're not going to be taking the whole procession, I assume. Like, the idea was that this was going to be our base camp, and we would do a couple of things with small groups. But if we don't, I mean, this isn't really a safe bastion, a safe haven. It's just a spot with tents. There's no barricades. There's no protection from the water. Could go, now that we've figured out the traps, we could go barricade inside, but how long is, I can't remember the Triceratops name, but how long is that really going to be a functional?
I think I could actually make more than one Galder's Tower for us. I mean, it's only
For how long?
technically 3 floor. Now, if I used 4th level, it'd be 3 floors for. It's 24 hours, and I can keep passing it every day.
Only if you're here.
Yes.
If you're coming
Carry
with
on,
us
carry
to
on.
Yelyark, then whoever's here only has that the first day.
With a little time invested, we could also make this more secure.
Also an option. I also want to point out, we found way more footprints than bodies.
Yes.
Even signs of I think a lot of people got away. That's my guess. I mean, everything ran toward the water. There's no boat. There's no wreckage of boats in the port here. There's no heaps of dead here. I mean, if they had been eaten, there'd be remains. I checked pretty good. So I'm guessing that whoever was here, we didn't see them upriver. So they've probably moved downriver. Whatever survivors are left. That's my guess. But I don't have any evidence beside the footprints leading to the water to guess that. Like, you've heard all of my suppositions. We could spend the time to fortify this place. We could go scout downriver one more day, or spend the day here. Like, if maybe they've found a better place and fortified, or maybe I don't know, or they're all dead. Right, we'll just find a shipwreck in the water, and then we know. Still, we'd find remains, the sorts of things that, you know, a specific sort of fungal bloom that comes up after. Yeah, we'd find the evidence, and we just didn't. We found footprints to the water. So maybe they died in the river, farther downriver.
Well, it is some comfort to me that when the 29 of us try to achieve consensus, at least the guy that you bounty hunted is probably just going to vote with you and not even need a voice. If we can get anybody else to just pick sides, that'll make the decision a lot easier.
Yeah, voting in the jungle. That's hilarious. So what do we think should be our next immediate move? Fortify here?
If any of our group is staying here, I would like to fortify at least somewhat. Because you're right, this is not a secure location yet.
Mm-mm. It wasn't before. And
the spider webs look pretty cuddly.
Right? We still don't know what made those, or how it gets in and out, because it's not by, or maybe it is by figuring out the traps, which is worse. So, right? I don't know which I like better, a teleporting spider or an intelligent spider. Neither.
Teleporting, you can still outsmart them. If it's an either or situation.
Oh. Then we get to why
Get
not
them.
both.
You can trick them into teleporting off of a cliff.
Which guides are we taking? I mean, do we need any? Should we send them down the river to find a better, safer spot?
Assuming there is one within scouting range.
I mean, these are the 20 or so best minds of Jolt's.
This is every person who knows the answer to that question.
Right?
If all of them.
If all of them together can't find a place, then everyone whoever was going to go with any of them was already dead.
Mm-hmm. That's an entirely valid point.
Do we need to take any? I would say if we're going to add...
Splinter Scale leans into Wayne and goes, I forget they're here.
Who's okay? I remember. I remember they're here. So okay, you can. Do you know the way around Yelyark or? All right, excellent. So that's a good step one. I'd say. Sure. It's part of his whole deal. Do we want to make our visit to this? Are we going to go to the Guardian Naga, Guardian Spirit? Okay, so we'll be rejoining together before we go there. Triceratops, surely. How are you going to put saddlebags on a Stegosaurus? Anyway, anybody else feel like they need to come or want to come?
I don't have a strong feeling. Anybody want to play a game of cards and maybe that'll decide it for us? Hey, for clarity, after we split up, we're theoretically coming back together, right?
Yeah. All right. So, if I remember the map right, we need to cross the river. To go. We are on the correct side of the river. Okay.
So which group feels like they're most in need of a somewhat irritating wizard? Anybody feel like they're going to get in a fight?
Well, we're definitely going to be fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It will be as
Okay, that
diplomatic
sounds
as
like
possible.
fun. You guys can build a tower without me. It's fine.
The idea for the camp is to not get in a fight, to hunker down, lay low, and be as quiet and obtrusive as possible, and not get attacked. Oh, okay.
Before the group splits up, do you think that maybe there should be a concerted effort to find and exterminate any spider threat? Like, just, couldn't take more than an hour, right?
I mean, we went through the dungeon and also did a perimeter.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure it's fine.
Right. I mean, we're not leaving right away, but I don't know where else we'd look. Although, if you have any sort of like detect spidery stuff, wizard, give it a run. If you have magical means, I don't. Yeah, hit it. Or locate creature, I guess it would be. And it's still, what time of day is it? We like did lunch and then hit the dungeon. Okay.
Well, so, okay, if we haven't taken, theoretically, I could still take a short rest. So I could cast my first ever 4th level spell, which would be Locate Creature, looking for a spider, and then just take a little nap afterwards, and then the afternoon would still contain potentially a 4th level spell. What does everybody think?
Go for it.
Yeah, the recovery. I got 4 spell slots, so that's 1 big bammo. All right. Well, it sounds like a plan.
Is there anybody else we want to bring along? I think leaving the bulk of them here is our best bet.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably the way I'd have divvied it up. All right. I will give Kawasha. We're going to need to take the folding boat across. I'd like you to accompany us and then take the boat back and keep it with you. If you become overrun, if you if you do just like what we presume the folks here did, and you hit the boat and head downriver, make some marks. We have enough woodcraft in the other group. We'll be able to track you. Right? Just don't make yourselves hard to track, and we'll track you just fine. But otherwise, we'll see you here in 2 days. And I kind of look at Arctis because he's the one who knows where it is from here. 2 days, 3 days. What do you think sort of travel time we'll need? Okay. If we're not back on the 3rd day, send an animal messenger. And if you have to bail, same. Oh, yeah. She's not invited. Oh, do you? Who's the other dude? Right. Just jumped on at the dock. Okay. I I do remember that. What's his name? Please. Not important. Well, we'll find it. But also wants to head somewhere downriver. Okay, so ultimately downriver's our goal. So it's okay. It's okay if you have to retreat downriver. It's optimal. Does Annette know where the next camp down is? Oh, okay. Oh, could you mark it on this map? Oh, Okay, I had them as like the same place in my head. Okay. Right. Well, it sounds like we're set up. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Take your rests. Does anybody want to travel at night? We're on the non-undead side, but nighttime is nighttime.
The non-undead side, so the dead side.
I'd like to sleep at night if we can, but you know, I can figure something else out if I don't get married.
So we leave in the morning?
Yeah, that sounds. I see no reason to limit our perception.
All right. Mhm. Okay. Which is on our way. Yeah. But okay. And is that where we're meeting the guardian spirit? Okay. East of Imbala? All right. Right. All right. Well, enjoy the evening.
All right. So the only big question left is spider hunting before lunch or after?
Might as well do it before. Get your short rest in.
Agreed.
Until everybody else is ready, Chippy's going to go over to the entrance to the temple and start casting magic mouth on the wall, and with instructions to completely explain how to avoid all the traps inside, just so that anybody that ever wanders by, it will explain ad nauseum. If everybody comes along and gets impatient, he'll stop casting it. Oh yeah, can I say casting Magic Mouth as a ritual so as not to use up a spell slot, which makes it 11-minute spell, so that should be time for other people to wander up or not. So I don't want to be like jumping in and whatever, but whenever there seems to be sufficient people, I'll start casting Locate Creature, looking for a largest spider, and then presumably anybody that wanted to help kill it will be there by then.
Well, let us know if you find anything.
All right, so loading. I think it said 1,000 feet. It's got the two options. One is for a specific creature, and then the spell can locate a specific or the nearest creature. Okay, so 1,000 feet. It says you have to have seen such a creature up close. So I don't know if my character has ever seen a really large spider, but certainly he must have seen a small one. But we're not looking for a small one. We're looking for Shalab, or whatever. I'm not going to say that.
Similar, but legally distinct spell.
We're looking for Tony Shalhoub.
It does say it can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between me and the creature. That seems like that's probably not applicable, but wow.
Good news.
All right. Well, I guess this could be a fortress if they need it to be.
Sounds right. That's awesome.
Got 14.
All right. If we have a minute to do any buffs, probably now's the moment. continue the long, fine tradition of not being able to roll double digits. That's
Have we
all right.
been having our sidekicks act on our initiative or having their own? I've honestly forgotten.
Ours.
Okay. That is fine by me. I just didn't remember what we've been doing.
Well, this might be perfect time to take a little break. Well, I have a feeling that my young is gonna need a bedtime story soon, so I will be right back.
Indeed. Yeah, I put it. I put it in the turn order.